Trees comes from an old witch friend from Plymouth who was quoting the Devon witch and founder of the Museum of Witchcraft, Cecil Williamson, when he wrote, "We may need to work again," as Cecil said, "in the old ways, secret, silent as the trees in the forest. The craft works silently, unseen, unsung." This quote always reminds me of Devon and often comes to mind when travelling in its landscape of hills, windswept moors, woods and secret valleys. And it seems perfectly reasonable to ponder an older, deeper dye of witchcraft surviving silently, unseen and unsung in such a place. I have a special love for Devon, and so writing a book about the place was particularly enjoyable and gave me a perfect excuse to explore it further, its folklore and its magical traditions. There are numerous old Devonshire witches and magical folk recorded by history, and so I began by exploring these figures, their lives, the kinds of magic they practiced, or in some cases were accused of practicing. There are also many stories from Devonshire about the exploits of the witches and the often problematic ways in which the lives of the ordinary folk and the witches crossed, and this gives us an insight into the strange and fascinating old witch beliefs of the region. Through these encounters, valuable insights are given into the beneficial magic of Devon via the experiences people had when dealing with the white witches or conjurers who were employed to counter the ill influence of the malevolent practitioner. One aspect of Devonshire witch belief I particularly enjoyed writing about was that of skin turning, in which the practitioner would go forth in the likeness of an animal, and the allied tradition of the familiar spirit and the magical methods employed by the witches to gain their spirit companions. As well as Devon's historical witches and magicians, we also have witches from Devon mythology and folklore, and these are often very associated with special features of the landscape, as is the Old One. For Devon is home to so many mysterious locations, haunting sites and strange stones, complete with traditions of witchery, magic and the devil himself. Old tales of the wild hunt and black dog traditions also emerge from the landscape. And so there have been many weird and wonderful locations I have explored and enjoyed in the writing of this book. Silent as the Trees is really two books in one, because I include within it a black book of Devonshire magic, in which I record and write about an extensive collection of genuine Devonshire charms, spells and magical rites. Within this collection we find charms for power, magical vision, cure charms for all manner of ailments and injuries, curse magic, protection and magical defence, love charms, good fortune and traditional Devonshire toad magic. Many of these charms come from the old folklore collectors, some of whom it seems were able to catch a glimpse of the contents of the black books kept by the rural witches and magicians. Others come from various collections, such as that amassed by Cecil Williamson and housed in the Museum of Witchcraft and Magic. Spoken charms, written charms, talismans, amulets, ritual procedures, herbs and other substances are employed and are all part of traditional Devonshire magic making.